All right. Welcome back to session. What session is this? 18 now?
Uh,
Damn.
it says 17. Or is it?
17 or 18?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's
18.
18
18,
now.
sorry. 18.
Yeah, session 18. Last time, we left off after basically two groups. One, Aldrin hanging around, making sure that he was doing something around town mostly, and then he headed off into the mines to ask for what was going on between the thing he was transporting, the Manastone crystals, and how he could better transport that in perhaps larger quantities. And on the other hand, the other group of Edros, Sarah, and Jozo went off into the forest and fought a few creatures, or rather a creature of uh, of a large kind, coming out victorious at the end, with a few wounds here and there, and perhaps something else. As we return to our session today, we go to our one member, Aldrin, coming off from the mountains of Jorndar Holt towards the caves where the party was once in, the Mana Stone Caves.
Hmm.
I'll just put you here for now.
Where did they put my token? Oh, there.
Yeah, just put you here for now. Alright. As you slowly make your way towards the Manastone caves, where you saw those elves begin to mine out these Manastone crystals, forced by the orcs, this time around you see a few more kind of hanging outside the caves. A few of them just kind of talking and having conversation, and as soon as they see you slowly walking your way there, making a path of compacted snow behind you, you watch them just kind of call out, "Oh, it's you! I remember you. Um, if you're here to check on the town, Yelenith is the new town chief, and she should be in the center square. Unless you have something to do here, we're currently busy trying to close this place off."
Close this place off. Why would you want to do that?
Manastone crystals are inherently illegal to many places, so we can't really trade these to our neighboring continents.
So you have no problem with me taking a few of them for myself?
If you can mine them, sure.
How did you mine them when you were, for lack of a better word, enslaved?
Well, for the most part, forcibly. They had us just mine out chips of these things with normal pickaxes, but one, by the name of Carpil, he's in the center of the cave right now. He was given an ice metal pick. That thing can break through anything.
God. Okay. Do you have any idea how I could transport a good amount of this mana stone? I have to forge a weapon for a friend of mine.
Well, before, when these things were heavily coveted off all across the world, before all that illegal stuff happened, uh, mages used to carry them around through just teleportation circles. Put them in sacks, put them through, and then blimp away. Uh, but these time out, I heard a few black market deals happening with ships up south from here. Let's say weaker, more large shipments heading from here to the deserts of Nak and further west. But that's just between the two of us, right?
And who would I ask for if I wanted to go on one of these voyages?
If you were to partake in such a valuable journey, there is one, let's just say, dragonborn, that you might find of him. You'll find them by the south end docks near a large lighthouse. They call that dragonborn quite funny name actually. Um, Arjan or Balasar. He has a lot of names. Um,
Arjan and Balastar.
yes.
Let me make a mental note for that. I'm writing down. I didn't write it down my notes.
Uh, he once was part of a large clan, worrying about all these crystals, but now yes, everything's on the low end now, secret all like.
So the south, a town to the south. What town would that be? Or port?
Hmm.
What port would that be? Or town that Mr. Arjan is in?
Oh, that's Delmirev, the town of Delmirev, down south.
Delmerev. Would we need to hire? Well, we would need to hire to carry the Mana Stone. All right, thank you for the time. I will head inside and talk to Carpel.
He gives you a nod, and both of them just kind of let you pass on through inside the caves. There you find a few of the more kind of older male elves that you once saw here mining out forcibly, currently trying to fix up all the damage that has been wrought inside the cave. Moving about large pieces of stone, cutting the large pillar, ice pillar that you broke down before, into like several pieces so that people could carry it in and out of the cave. And as you kind of get into the middle section of this operation that's going on, you find one particular tall, lanky elf wearing what looks like a large kind of large leather cape with a cloak, um, all kind of very neatly packed, and you can tell from just the look alone that it was probably made by the only one that could make these kind of things in town, Yelena herself.
But
And as you
I
make
would
your
have bet
way
on the nose.
slowly towards that kind of area, you find him just kind of barking out orders to the rest of them. All right, we have to keep these clean by today. We'll have to use explosives later that night. Make sure that this place doesn't get found by anything or anyone else. You there, elf? Uh, I don't think I know you. I don't remember your face in town.
Hello, my name is Aldrin. I was part of the group that saved your townsfolk.
Ah, right. Sorry we haven't been introduced. My name is Dar Carpil.
Dar Carpel. Pleasure to meet you. Oh fuck.
All right.
Food, food. Can you go to the other group? Sorry, BRB.
All right. And as we click back towards the other group, inner robot
You'll
is
let them
leaking.
know.
Doesn't
You'll
know.
let them know.
Don't tell him. On the down low. You and the other group being Edros and Sarah, the two of you come along towards the center of town after being given the reward by Yelneth. There, after a few minutes, you hear her bark out some orders to a few more hunters inside the Hunters Association who have made their way into the main town hall. You see them kind of make their way in. Of course, your friend Ralph is there. He also makes his way in, and then after a quick moment, they all make their way outside and head in north from the forest. And if you can hear dogs in the background, that's just the dogs in the background.
Some dogs in the area.
Yeah, there's some mastiffs, large
Yeah.
dogs.
It's their
Um,
hunting wolves.
yeah, the hunting hunting dogs.
Not something longs.
And yeah, you watch the Hunter Association group, basically, Ralph and the rest of those elves, make their way deeper into the forest to procure some of that creature and bring it back into town, perhaps for food or something else. Who knows exactly? But what are the two of you doing?
Guess I'll just wait at I'll wait somewhere. Wait for Alden to return.
Uh, I will find a place where I could probably lie down and rest. after all the things I need to process stuff.
Oh yeah, I need to go to the blacksmith.
No, bro, this guy. I
What? What do you want?
no. After the situation, nothing happened. Go to the blacksmith.
Yeah, I can rest at the
I,
blacksmith. You know.
sure. I,
Right, I'll
I,
I'll I'll tell
wait.
Sarah. Sarah, today has been an unfortunate day. I'm going to rest at the blacksmith since no one is living there for now. So if you need me, I'll
I,
be there.
I guess I'll wander around town and ask for a place that we could stay for the time being. I guess.
All right. If you need me, I'll be there, and I'll see you later. And I leave.
Uh, uh,
Alright.
I wander around town and probably ask people where to stay.
Okay. And as you start walking around, Sarah, a few of these town folk begin to do their daily chores. Most of them heading their way off south towards a small kind of coastal region. Rather, the coast where the Bjorndal Holt is. And they begin, start fishing, start heading off into their small boats, and make their way deeper into the oceans, um, doing their own thing. And as you walk around in Bjornderholt, um, you reach out to one person who's currently like in the moment of like bringing off a bunch of fish, a bunch of farmed goods in a crate, and he kind of turns towards you. Yes, you need anything?
Uh, is there by any chance a place that me and my party could stay for the time that we would be here? Like an inn sort.
Well, it honestly depends on how long you're going to be staying. I'm pretty sure many of us here are welcome to have you inside their homes, but only like maybe one each house. Oh, yes, of course. There is the house right besides the blacksmith. That one was burnt down. We tried to fix it. It's good enough. It has a roof and everything, but no furniture or anywhere else to sleep inside. You'll have to place down your own sleeping cots and whatnot inside the building. But yeah, that's available too.
Uh, where exactly would that be? That south, that
Oh, that
you
is
want to say?
at the north edge of town, right beside the wall. And he kind of points there. Uh,
Oh, I see. Thank you. Then I will proceed to go there. And like, is there a person there, or is it just like a free, like an apartment style?
as you make your way towards that area, you see Edros there, kind of making his way too. It's only been like a few minutes past before you kind of parted and you walked around town, and you find Edros right beside what looks like an open section of that building. There's the main building itself, and like an open area, like a stone floor open area with a roof above it. No walls, but there is what looks like previously used blacksmith tools that are just broken down to every single bit. There's an anvil, but everything else looks like it's been burnt down. And you see Edros right there, and you make your way there. And the building is quite small. It could probably fit like 3 or 4 people, but it's a tight squeeze inside. Um, but yeah, there's pretty much nothing there at the edge of town, aside from a few kind of elven villagers uh, making their way to the forest. From that end, coming from here to the south, all the way here, then out to the northern edge towards the forest where you guys were. But before we continue with what's going on here, we come back to the caves. There in the caves, we continue with the conversation as the man begins to just kind of holler out more instructions to break a few more stones, keep a clear opening in one area, and prepare the bombs.
Before you bomb the entire thing, may I ask, you are not using any of this mana stone? Yes. May I get a few of it for myself?
I mean, that's another conversation. Perhaps you'd have to have that with town chief.
Could you at least put it on hold, all of this bombing before? Give me like an hour. I'll run back to the town and talk to Yanis.
No worries. We're just all here for preparation. This will all be set in place this evening.
Okay, good, great. We leave and come back with news, if ever.
He gives you a slight nod before, turning back to the rest of the elven miners, and they continue on with their work. As you make your way back towards the city, it takes you a
Hmm?
good few hours to get there,
You
because
said 1 hour.
the cave is quite far, um, if you remember correctly.
Hmm.
And you make your way from here towards the kind of main path back here.
Dapat may talk lang. Do I know where Yanis' hut is or house?
Yes, that would be the center of town right here.
Okay, I'm walking up. Like the. I guess I'll just knock on the door. I have nothing to knock. That.
Yeah, and quickly you hear from the other side of that building someone just kind of rolling through, uh, and the door would slowly open, and you see behind that door Yeleneth in her completely tired state. Looks like she hasn't had sleep in a long time, and there's a whole load of paperwork right behind her. And as she
I was like,
sees you, she kind of gestures for you to come in uh, without so much of a voice letting out.
smiling at first. I notice everything, so I'm just like concerned. So I walk in. I take it you've been busy while we were gone.
Ah, yes, we had a talk with your friends. I'm sorry for your loss.
You mean the goat? Ah,
Oh, no,
well.
no, no, not the
Oh,
coat. Your lizard friend.
what?
Ah, yes, you weren't here since you were heading off to the mines, but I heard from the the Triton and the other elf, the female elf, that your lizard friend had perished during the mission that they were sent on.
Uh, the token.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I'm like I lost for words. I just find a seat, sit down. Like my eyes are like just staring blankly. I'm just I'm just silent for a minute or two.
I'm sorry that it had to come from me. Your
No, no, no. That's fine. But
yes,
what of the body?
you you're going to have to talk with your group members about that situation. They did receive the ample reward for their bravery with the whole situation, and I'm sure that they could have used your help, but whatever happens here, you'll have to talk with your group about it. Anyways, with all that sadness in tow, what are you here for? I saw you the other morning talking about your winter cloak, and yes, I'm sorry about that too. If you could bring me more materials to make something with that, I could perhaps try. But
Oh no, no, you're too busy right now. You have much more important matters to attend to. I was I was going to ask about the mana stone. Uh, would you give permission for me to get some? I have to craft a weapon for a client and maybe a bit for myself.
if if you have the necessary tools for it,
I believe I have a lead somewhere. But that I guess that is your seal of approval. Do I need any official documentation for it?
Ah, yes, more paperwork. If you can give me a few hours or so to make sure everything is all right, then come back here before nightfall.
Right.
I'll hand you
Yes.
the paperwork, and you can head off into the mines.
Okay, great. Where was Edros and Sarah?
They made their way out earlier, a few hours ago, but they should still be around the northern section of town.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
And she gives you a quick nod before heading back to her paperwork, which is piles and piles worth. As you slowly make your way north towards town, there you find what looks like out in the open, in an open kind of building, the building that was previously burnt down, now fixed to a decent quality. There's at least a hay roof, and kind of an outdoor area where there's a small kind of blacksmithery, perhaps, that was once there, now just burnt down. But Edros and Sarah are currently out there. Edros trying to work on something, perhaps. What are the two of you doing now that you see Aldrin kind of making his way towards the two of you?
Uh, I just try to go inside the house for now. I probably knock the door to see if someone's there. Not there. Just...
But yeah, you start knocking the door, and there is no response on the other end. When you open the door, it's just pretty much a very empty open building. There isn't even a wooden floor anymore. Like bits of it has been burned off. Looks like most of it has been taken out for the meantime. It's just a dirt floor. But it is as cozy as a hut would be. And soon you start hearing from the outside kind of footsteps, compacting snow and dirt. And Edros, you also see Aldrin making his way there.
Okay. I'm currently sitting on the anvil thinking about life. Like, this anvil has lived its life to the fullest. Am I living my life?
As you're contemplating, I just walk up to you. I have
Okay.
like a, I have like a confused and like worried face. And just like, you didn't tell me about any of this. You just went off on your own without me.
Well,
Why?
well, on okay. First off, you left immediately. You left us. You said you'll be off to the mines and just left. You didn't even tell us what to do.
But I was busy. I had to go on a trip.
You're going on a trip
I had to I had to go to the mines I
to the
had to go on
mine.
the trip, and I
Oh,
didn't expect any of you
you
to
had
take the
work.
mission.
You had work.
You could have followed me and told me, it wasn't that difficult. I'm not very fast.
Well, as they say, as my great, not great, as my father once said, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And there's nothing we can do much about it.
Where is this body?
Um, it's a bit hard to say. It
Was there
it melted.
I saw another Fang incident?
Okay, he got bored. Let's just say
Did he die doing what he loved?
bored.
Getting eaten?
Maybe he was smiling on his last breath.
I bet he was.
Well, let's talk about our future plans.
No, I feel like we must wait for someone. I don't know who. Let me just eat
Oh,
my bag of fries in that for a moment.
where'd you get those fries? From the nearby
Internet.
store.
I ordered it from Food Panda.
Oh, Food Panda reaches this coverage.
You'd be surprised.
Food Panda Everfrost. It's just like
Thought it
people
was
on
only
random.
Maxim.
They have
I
like
thought
pink gear. They're riding like
Sir, let me see
large
more
random.
locations.
order for Aldrin.
Right.
Okay, so what do we do now?
What's Feng doing? Or no,
Feng?
Sarah.
Oh, Fang.
Sorry, my PTSD is.
Oh, oh, a tear comes out of my eye. Ooh,
Where is
so
Sarah?
much
She was
deaths.
entering one of the houses here.
Um, I point where I know where Sarah was, right? So they
Yeah,
just
it's
passed by
just
her.
the
Yeah,
building right beside where you guys are. So if you would
yeah.
imagine it, uh, it's like the building here. There's like an outdoor area here with a roof, and the blacksmith area table thing is like right here.
The anvil.
And then Edros is right here.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the end, and Aldrin is right here. Sad because because Justin died with buffy muscles.
So what were you both planning to do?
Wait, you're talking to him still?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're currently
Well,
inside the building, so.
well, first of all, we need to find Sarah. Sarah is just just in this building beside us.
Okay.
So let's just go there, talk as a group, and let's go on our merry way. And we'll go find Sarah.
All right. Let's head inside the house then.
And
Just walk
yeah,
inside the
you
house.
you two walk inside the house, and there you see Sarah. I'm not exactly sure. Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm probably just staring at the remains, the pinky, and then probably like mutter like, I wanna die or something. And that's it. So I hear them and open the door and stuff. Then I look at them and I'm gonna ask Aldrin, where were you?
Um,
I could have needed your help.
what do you mean? I didn't expect for you to go on an adventuring foray. You could have. Besides, you
Uh,
already knew my intent in this town was to head to the cave. Yes.
yeah, but if we were to transport, we were looking for money to earn money.
I was
Yeah,
planning
it
on
was.
getting. I was planning on using some of the mana stone to sell. As part of the. Anyways, it's too late for that now.
Yeah, it was a wrong decision on my part, I guess.
No, it was my bad for leaving. I shouldn't have left without telling
It's
Aldrin.
a worst decision to trust a random person to get roles. Anyways, yeah, I wasn't strong enough or something.
Oh, that's kind of sad, is
And,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Wasn't
Fine.
If we
strong
could
enough.
have, yeah, if we could have just prevented the giant snake from eating a lizard, but yeah,
Say my reactions weren't as fast enough.
I
I
see.
kind of relied on Ralph, and it's a bad thing to rely on others.
My Ralph was just disaster, man.
Well, what are we going to do now? We're just waiting on the papers from Vaedanys.
Do you think we could continue our mission with only the three of us? Do you reckon that
Let's
you
let's go
probably?
to the let's go find someone.
We could look for someone else to join us, though. We might
We,
need to choose wisely because we're dealing with Manstone here. The people of
and
this town are kind to us because we saved them, but most people are not very fond of Mana Stone carriers and smugglers.
I also have another issue that I no a topic that I would like to discuss. I
Yes,
think
go ahead.
Edros was Edros was there when Yeneleth was talking with some kind of general from some other country or empire.
What does this
Apparently,
girl look like?
I forgot. The,
Can you try to
that,
remember?
that he's a big dude.
Can you
Something
try to
something.
remember?
Wait,
The point is
what are you trying to remember?
no wait. The point is it's not about who she's talking with. The point is what they were talking about.
And what
Apparently
was?
apparently portals of portals are opening. The nearby empires and the demons were attacking, and they were about to they supposedly or something would attack this place and warning Yennelet to probably leave or join the Aegon Empire to protect this town. And I think Yennelet doesn't want to do that because of culture practice and some stuff. Because that's basically the gist. And I couldn't ask or interrupt them or offer our help. So I was planning to hold that off and discuss with everyone, but unfortunately something happened. So yeah,
I see. I
I'm
see.
just gonna bring it up.
Thank you for bringing that up. We could talk about it. We could broach the topic with Unleth when we get the documents if you want. We can talk to her about that. Uh, but yeah, we need to look for an adventurer who can join us, and we need to get the Mana Stone. In the meantime, we
Edros,
should look for a carriage to transport the Mana Stone.
Edros, are you willing to give Ralph another chance?
There what?
Are you willing to give Ralph another chance to join the party?
That's all. I
Who
don't
is this
know.
Raph character, by the way?
He's a weird guy from the Hunters Association to be
No, no,
kind of
don't, no. Fuck Ralph. Fuck Ralph.
assy. Yeah. No, right. By the way, I out of character. What I was holding was a Joseph Pinky and some stuff. It's the remake. I don't know how to say that in character, but yeah, just gonna.
Wait, what? Sorry, can you say again?
Yeah,
What I have with
she
me,
was holding uh as you kind of entered and saw her sulking in the corner. Uh she was holding what looks like the wooden pinky of Juzzo. The only thing that remains.
Hmm.
yeah, everything was gone. Is the stuff, items, everything. Apart from this piece.
It's quite unfortunate. Um, I think we should make more use of our time. One of us can look for the. We could look for an adventure to join us while we make a carriage, or not make a carriage. Find a carriage for the Mana Stone. I propose we split up for this, and we'll both
Mana Stone is highly, if I remember correctly,
highly what?
illegal.
Oh yes, it is illegal, but actually, good point.
But
I got information. Hmm?
if what if pure Mana Stone is illegal, but manufactured Mana Stone is not? Do you think if we make, I don't know, weapons, is that legal rather than just the pure Mana Stone itself?
I do not think, and most people don't recognize Mana Stone when it's refined, right? And
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
besides, we don't even know I mean, we can't even make refined Mana Stone without the machines from the Artificers Guild.
Without the machine, yeah.
So we really can't transport it refined. Uh,
I think the only way that we could do that is smugglers.
And I do know of a smuggler. I have a lead. So for now, let's look for a carriage, and we could also look for an adventure. So I will look for a carriage. If anyone wants to go with me, then you can, and the rest will have to go look for the anyone else who could join us.
Can I just be the presso in this and stay in this house for a while?
Go ahead if you want.
I I would.
Espresso depresso with an
Good
extra
job, Harry
special
Potter.
power.
Yeah, but what
Uh,
are you guys doing now?
I am leaving to find the stables to find a carriage to hire.
Then I
Alright.
shall find an adventure to hire.
Okay.
And I can't
I
I
am
Aldrin
the
can't
presso.
I
and
can't I can't open my character sheet.
hmm.
Refresh time.
Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aldrin and Edros, go ahead and make me perception checks. As
Got a
you're
nat 20.
scouring a very small town of Yorn or Holt, it takes you a good few moments to find the places that you're looking for, or something similar, of course.
Okay, wait a bit. I'll open Roll20 on Chrome.
Okay. So Aldrin, it takes you a good 30 minutes or so, half an hour of walking around town, kind of asking people where this might be, this stables. And they point you towards the building to the far, kind of this area, the south area of town. It's an open field with a few kind of farms, what could grow out here basically. And as you slowly make your way there, you find that a few of them have managed to secure what looks like Brandon, working the fields for them for the most part. They have like these kind of, I don't know what you call them exactly, but those kind of large metal accessories that they put on their Brandon, and starting to kind of just clear out the land for the most part. And they're making like small grooves in the dirt and starting to plant out a few things here and there. And you find as you slowly make your way there, you find what looks like an elf making sure that everything's currently working around the farms. And yeah, what do you do?
I approach the elf and ask if he like yeah, I approach the elf. Greetings. Would you be would you happen to be for a hire for your services?
He looks at you with like almost confused but also a tired expression. If you're looking for farming, I can do that easily. Yeah, I can do that easily.
Do you know anyone who could help us with transporting?
Oh, your transport. How far? Where to?
Delmarev. I'm not exactly sure how far that is though.
That's a long week's travel from here.
I see. Would that be too far for you, or is there anyone else I have to ask?
You watch him just kind of turn his entire head off towards the building right beside him, and then quickly he just shouts out, "Barlow! Barlow!" And you watch like an elf, a very young, spry elf, just kind of burst out the doors. Yeah, yes, Granddad. Oh, sorry, you have a visitor. Hello, welcome to our farmstead. My name's Barlow. This is my granddad. What can we help you with?
Greetings, Barlow. I'm looking for passage to Delmarev. Would you be able to take us there?
Yes, of course. How much are you offering for these services? We can bring you along with a random mount and let's say a wagon. We don't exactly have a carriage here, but how many are you and what are you offering?
There's three of us, maybe four if we find someone else, and quite a bit of material that we need to bring. I will ask you, how would you charge that much for for that many people you're bringing?
Week's worth, we charge around 5 gold. But
5 gold,
depending
you
on
say?
what you're carrying, if it's of any danger, of course, to myself and the Brandem, um, like large stocks of meat that could bring out monsters from the forest, perhaps something of value, then we'd have to charge you an equal amount.
An equal amount. Hmm. Well, I guess there's no secret hiding it from you since you're from Yurunderholt. We are transporting mana stone. Quite a bit of it, actually.
Oh, um, I see. And you're taking this where?
Delmerev.
Right, the town of thieves. Okay. Uh, make a quick deal. How about we transport this a day away from Delmerev, and you can keep the wagon so you can carry it towards the town. I don't want
Are
my
you that
Brandem and
scared?
myself. Yes, Delmerev is a very dangerous place for some of us common folk, and we'd rather not step on anyone's toes.
And how much would I have to pay since I'm keeping the wagon?
And even 10 gold. How does that sound?
10 gold. Alright, I can't pay you right now. I will give you 5 gold, and we can give you the 5 gold once we arrive at the location.
And when are we setting off?
Ideally by tomorrow. Tomorrow morning towards the afternoon. We still need to gather the mana stone. It would take a while. I will come back here to give you any updates.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds alright. Okay. You watch him just kind of turn towards his granddad, and he just kind of gives a quick nod. Well, if you need to go anytime soon, I will be here. You know exactly where to find us, and I'll make sure that everything's prepared for tomorrow's leave.
Thank you. Thank you. And I hand over the 5 gold.
And he graciously accepts, pockets it almost immediately, and you see him start making his way back towards the main building.
I have 0 gold to my name now. Okay.
And yep,
Uh,
where are you going now before we move back to Edros?
what time is it right now?
It is currently around 3 p.m. now.
I guess I'll go to a tavern and like just chill there. Maybe like grab like a snack. Where would that be?
There isn't quite a tavern here in Jorndarholt. There's like basically a few residential spots, the farming area, the Hunters Association, and the main town, kind of the town hall where Yeleneth is currently working. The closest that you know of might, the people where people might just party and kind of hang around for a bit, would be the Hunters Association, which
I
is
think I'll just
right
go
here.
to the town hall and help Yeleneth since she's quite busy.
All right, and you start making your way towards the town hall. And as you're
Mhm.
doing that, Edros, you start scouring the town for perhaps adventurers that could help you with your current situation. As you do, um, you come across what looks like a small scuffle between two elves. One elf with a very long, kind of black rather very long brown hair, kind of arguing with this other elf who seems to be carrying, let's just say, a horn on his back. And he has several scars, rather a few scars on his face, and black, kind of clean hair that runs along the top of his head. And you see him talking with this villager. Juzzo's new character, would you like to introduce yourself?
Let's go.
Hey. Hold on, let me just change this real quick. I am Noros.
Hey.
Hee. Oh
Noros.
my. That's right. The return.
Put your token right here.
Naros.
No.
It's him.
It's Naros from that other campaign,
Campaign.
short campaign. Now we have
So,
two
wait.
canon characters.
So Sarah and Noros know each other?
They
Yeah,
might if they
it's
meet.
Yeah, they will. I'm pretty sure Arthur is dead, or probably just deranged right now.
He died of old age.
Probably did.
But yeah, Noros, put your token right here.
Yum.
Hello, you're
Big-
huge.
Big Noros. Because I
I already
haven't
know.
fixed that. But yes, as you come around that kind of corner, and you see the two of these elves like talking for basically what sounds like an argument between merchants almost. You see him go, all right. If you're looking for a job, you're gonna have to head off towards the town hall. You understand? Town hall. It's in the middle of it's in the middle of your Underholt, and there's an elf there that can help you with gold and whatnot.
Fine, jeez. Just needed some gold. I'm kind of broke right now. Need how to be that rude.
Look, fellow, you've been here for a few days now, and you've been pestering a few of us with your "I need gold" shtick that you have. So please, if you're looking for gold, that's where you're going. Just head north from here, turn right and around. You'll find your way towards the town hall.
All right, fine. Where's it again?
He points once more towards a direction, and he just goes that way. Now, away from my sight.
Take go wherever he pointed.
And as you start making your way there, you find a very kind of tall fishman making his way past you.
Hey, here, the other way. There you go. Hey, you, sir. Hey, you, sir.
You talking to me?
You seem like an open-minded guy. How would you like to go on an adventure?
Trying to kidnap me or something?
Would you like some money?
You are definitely trying to kidnap me.
Oh, but in all seriousness, we're kind of looking. Me and my party are looking for a new member since one of our old members have sadly skedaddled away. But
ran.
are you interested in, adventuring with us?
Well,
You look like excuse me, are you an elf? If you don't mind me asking.
half.
Half elf. Okay, that's good enough. Then you should be acquainted with two of my other party members then, since they're both also elves. I think one is an half elf as well.
Hmm.
Okay then, so what are your okay, I'm just gonna interview you here right now. What are your strengths and weaknesses, please?
I am very strong.
I'm very strong.
Very strong and I'm very weak.
Well,
If we were fighting a bunch of goblins, what role would you take on? What?
Well, do you like the sound of war horns going off while you're fighting?
Is it gonna is it gonna deafen my ears?
Well, your ears? Hopefully not, but for the enemies, probably.
Ooh, I like it. Picasso.
Picasso.
Okay, then would you like to meet my other party members then?
Honestly,
Alright, let's check if they like you, and if they don't, then unfortunately. Let's go to my friend. Okay, as we're walking here, go walk with me. Alright, I'll introduce you to her.
he's like grabbing my hand.
Let's
All
go on a
right,
date.
let's go. Just like pulls your hand.
Her name, she is a half elf. Her name is Sarah, and
I'm not an
Huh?
elf, by the way.
are you? I don't know your race, to be honest. I'll know Aldrin's. Um,
Sounds familiar.
you're familiar. Then maybe if you meet her, then be more you'll recognize her. Then we go inside the building.
And as you go inside the
Sarah,
building, doors wide open, Sarah, you turn around to see what looks like Edros carrying, or rather pulling by the hand, a half
kidnapping.
elf, which looks oddly familiar to you.
Alright,
I then I push
I'm
him
just
in. I
gonna.
push him in the building. Here, meet my other party member, Sarah.
This is a kidnapping event, bro.
What the hell? Nope,
Ah.
wrong Sarah. This is not the right
Hello.
Sarah. I knew a different Sarah. She had yellow hair, you know.
Ah,
Well,
Who are you, by the way? Who's this guy, Edro?
okay. This guy is our newest party member if he accepts.
If he accepts, what if we don't accept?
Um, it is unfortunate, but then I drag him all the way here just to introduce him to you.
At who might you be?
um,
Since you're saying
Noros,
that you know.
I guess.
That guy. Yeah.
That
That guy.
guy. What? You know what?
Guy.
You know
I
what?
mean-
Different Noros.
Who guy?
No, no. I out of character. I don't know how long the Stormville campaign has been, so I can't say. It's been a long time or something. So,
When was the
Right.
Stormville campaign?
How long has it been
Yeah.
since then?
Been 6 months.
Months. It's not
Ah,
that far.
come on.
it's been 6 months.
That's fine.
It's not that far. So I'm just gonna ask. What brings you in this continent, Noros? I think I'm probably the Sarah that you know, but I have a
You
change
don't.
of haircut.
Oh,
I have a change of hair color because circumstances.
hmm.
Right.
Well, after our little adventure with our other group,
Wait,
I
you're
stayed
acquainted?
around for a bit and inspected people's pockets.
Are you guys acquainted?
Yes.
That makes
Yes.
things easier then.
By
Then
the way, do you now know how to handle Brandon?
Um, I have not been around any animals at all after multiple near deaths with those horrible animals.
I see. Since if you are to join this party, our next mission would involve handling animals.
you were in a party
Uh,
before. What
yes.
what party was it?
It's basically a treasure hunting expedition thing with
Um,
the boys.
with the boys. Are you a boy? Are you a trap?
No,
I
Huh?
squint
no,
my
I'm,
eyes.
I'm saying,
Huh?
no, I'm saying it's the boys.
Oh.
Uh, so I'm just gonna mention that you were hired by the Crimson Corps. I don't know if that rings a bell or something.
Ooh. Well then,
Right.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced myself. Put my sloppy wet hands flippers. My name is Andrew.
I grab those sloppy wet hands.
Oh,
Noros,
uh,
hope you'll accept me.
yes, I accept you. I'm guessing you know how to fight since you've been a party before with Sarah. So,
Yeah, he can't fight.
alright, let's go find Aldrin, the last party member.
No, let's just wait for him here.
There's another one.
Yes, also an
Yeah,
elf.
There are
yes,
so many elves here.
Yes, I am also an
would
elf.
have been a perfect party.
I am elf
Well,
of the. I am elf of
For
the
the
sea.
sea.
Elf of the sea.
Yeah.
You do have
would
long
have
ears,
been a
so
perfect.
uh,
Yes,
We would have party synergy for all us, but you know.
and I shall commit suicide. Reincarnate myself as an elf.
yeah. As as you start, conversation with each other, we head off back towards Aldrin, whom as you slowly kind of enter the main town hall. There you find an extremely tired Yelena on the table, scribbling away at the documents that she seems to be currently working on. She turns her head quickly off towards you before turning back towards her work. Oh, you're back. Good. Do you find your friends?
Am I eating a piece of beef jerky? Back to the stitching. Oh yeah. Yeah. By the way, do you need any help with that? I'm kind of busy.
Unless you're familiar with trade routes and how to run a town, then I'll be good with myself.
If there's anything involving numbers, I can do it.
Sure, an extra hand. I wouldn't mind an extra hand. You watch her kind of gesture for you to take a seat right beside her,
Mhm.
and she kind of points away to a few things, and you notice that all of these kind of documents are what seems to be kind of reports on what has happened on, Yorndor Holt for the past few months, um, and kind of sending out letters for aid, basically, to kind of Yorndor Holt. And for a few kind of quick moments of you just in silence, along with Yelenith right beside, the two of you kind of, for a quick kind of moment, you just work in silence. She doesn't kind of say anything. All the while, what are you doing?
At this point, I finished my beef jerky. I'm just tapping off my clothes, it's like cleaning myself up. I'm getting ready to crunch the numbers. I guess I'll try to make sense of what I'm looking at, see if I have to do any calculations, and
Um, Go ahead and make me a quick religion check.
I'm not a very religious man. Or am I? I actually am.
As you come about to these few kind of paperwork, you find a few documents regarding the current cultures and the practices within this current region that you're in. And it seems as though there has been a kind of large shift of what's been going on in Yornderholt. People used to people used to worship different gods, and now are kind of pointing towards the god of the storms and all that religious kind of stuff. And you just manage to work your way around it. And for a quick moment, you watch as Yeleneth kind of dozes off and just falls asleep on her kind of table right beside you.
What do I do? I guess I'll just leave her to take a nap and keep on working.
All right. As you continue to work, basically, and you start grabbing a few of these paperwork, and basically all she told you was to sign a few of these papers, crunch numbers and whatnot, you come across what looks like a document coming from a certain guild. A few certain guilds, rather. One from the Mercantile, basically the largest merchant guild, an organization within very many regions, and one from the Platinum Circle. It's been written at a recent date, with basically a simple report telling the group or anyone that can say it's basically a general announcement to keep a lookout for a magical artifact that has been stolen from the Platinum Circle's grasp. Um, a magical artifact known as a lurv.
Love? I love you.
Yes,
Sorry.
it's a lurv.
Oh my goodness.
And
Okay.
you notice a few of these kind of markings, runic symbols almost on the side of the paper that it was written on. And you're not quite sure what it's about. But soon thereafter, um, you would notice that Yelena kind of very slowly wakes up. She turns towards you, gives you a quick kind of bow, apologizes for falling asleep before turning back and noticing that you've done pretty much a lot of the work that she was supposed to do. And she thanks you uh, and tells you basically, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. After I get the document from you, I guess I'm going to retrieve some of the mana stone over there and then be on my way with the party.
Right. The document. You watch her kind of pull out a few kind of papers, start writing to the elf that you met within the caverns, and she quickly signs it before handing it off to you. You should give this to Carpil, and you should be good to take as much as you can. Though, I should say that, once again, these things are illegal in many areas, and you might be caught as a criminal instead of the hero that Yorndor Holt needed and had.
Don't worry about it. We've been in far worse situations before. Say, may I ask, real quick, do you know of any certain elven royalty with blonde hair, kind of a narcissistic air to her, sort of? Uh, she was spotted. I can't remember the name of the town. It's over there. Don't. I'm pointing towards the direction where we came from. Gilmore. Gilmore. I remember now.
And she gives you a quick nod before saying that there was an elf a few months ago that basically arrived here on a rather strange ship. And she tells you that the elf quickly passed through Yornderholt before leaving for somewhere else. Didn't really like introduce herself or anything.
Was there anything noticeably weird about her? Anything off?
She remarks about her initial looks as she came into the city. She was wearing an armor that could only be described as elven royalty, very deep connections with the king, basically the emperor of the Imovar Empire.
I see. Okay. Thank you for your information. I will be on my way. I will come back here before we leave, of course, to say our farewells. But until then,
She gives you a quick kind of nod before going back to her work. And as you're about to leave, she kind of tells you to wait a quick moment, and she kind of gets up, goes to a room, basically, and maybe 5 or maybe 10 minutes kind of pass, and she comes out with what looks like a very rough, patched leather cloak.
Let's go.
And she gives you a warm smile, as much of a smile as she could make with her tired state, and just kind of hangs it around your back with a kind of chain to lock the front. You won't be the Winter Wolf Warrior anymore, but this will still do with keeping you away from the cold.
Thank you. I really don't know what to say. This is very kind of you. Thank you.
And she just quickly kind of shoos you away before going back to her work. And that's pretty much it. She kind of heads off towards her small corner of the room, trying not to doze off.
Right. I leave the town hall with like a spring in my step, and I just walk towards the party.
Alright. And as you make your way there, you find a new person. As you kind of slowly open the doors, it's pretty much as empty as it could be. You find Noros on one end, Sarah on one end, and a new person standing there, a half elf, wearing what looks like a few bits of armor.
I looked to both Edros, Sarah, turned to Noros, turned back to Edros. So this is the person you found?
Yeah. Sarah and his name is Naros. So they're both acquainted apparently. They've been in a party before. So
Oh, that makes things a lot easier then.
yeah.
Hello, Noros.
Hi. So what are you guys planning?
We are about to smuggle contraband. Come with me. I've gestured towards the stables.
Alright. And I assume the party just kind of follows along right behind you. As you, a small group of very spring step adventurers, start making your way towards the stables. And as you pass by, you see a few people kind of carrying large totems, kind of hand carved totems of the gods that you saw earlier. Earlier this day, it would be the same day. The
Are they
same
selling them?
circular, uh, the same circular kind of faces and whatnot of depictions of the gods. And yeah, you do hear a few of them kind of with like small handmade totems that you could carry in a hand. Um, you see this one wood carver, kind of yell out, "Trinkets for the holy and the religious, and also just to keep your blasphemous hands at bay."
Approach the while they're like I guess catching up. I approach the salesman. Might you have a totem for the god of the forge?
Ah, the dwarven god, Kuvra, that is. Of course,
Yes.
we have
Kurva.
that. Ah, you're right. Um, we have a few iterations of that. You watch him kind of reach down towards his endless bag
Oh.
and pulls out a few kind of different depictions. One is that of a quite literal dwarf. Another is just almost like giant with a stone mace in his hand, and another is just an anvil and a hammer. All wood carved, and it looks like it's very fine kind of maple wood.
May I get to the one with the anvil?
That would be 3 copper.
3 copper. Very well. I will give you 5.
You watch him kind of nod. Thank you for your purchase, and along with that, we have this. He kind of pulls out what looks like a paper card and hands it along with that. It just looks like a simple prayer to Curva.
Thank you. I will. I'll keep this.
And he gives you a quick nod before once again just um, shouting out for a few more people to come buy his wood carved things.
Right, and I just head to the stables then after.
All right. And with the group kind of towing out right behind you, you make it towards the stable where you find, of course, the grandfather elf and his grandson along with him. And soon thereafter, yeah, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, like, I was gonna shout and ask for, is an elf by the name of what name again? Balrog. Balrog, I think.
You just you just watch this elf kind of turn towards you. Come on, I just introduced myself earlier. You don't need to do that to me.
I am sorry, I'm very bad with names. What was it again?
Let's just say that I'll wait for you to remember. You watch him just kind of shake his head, almost with a small smile. Right, for this is the group.
Yes, Balrog. This is my party. Edros, Sarah, and Noros, who has just recently joined us.
Nice to meet you all. I see that most of you are elf, and one is a half
Elf.
elf.
I am an elf of the sea.
Unfortunately, you are no elf of the sea, but you are a Triton. That
I
for a
have
fact I
long
know.
ears.
That is true. Finned ears, but yes.
Yes.
All right, now that the introductions are done, may we head now to the cave? Day is almost up, and we might be too late for the cave. They might have already blown everything to smithereens.
No problem. Right. You watch him just kind of whistle out the fields, and then you see this large, very kind of chunky, very large creature roll through a brandom of twice the size of the brandoms that you've seen in the past. And you see him just every step he takes is just a larger poof, poof, just kind of thumping slowly towards you. Everyone, meet my random friend. He will be the one carrying us towards town. Yes, he does have a name, and we usually call him Carl. But my grandfather says otherwise. But I like to call him Carl.
Hello, Carl.
And you just hear this like loud.
There's
Glad
no way
to
I'll
meet you too,
lose this.
Carl. If only we had members that could talk to animals.
Would this would
Here,
this
I said
driver?
here.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the driver, but I would basically ask, would he accompany us to where we are going, like to our
Yes, he is.
destination?
His name is Balrog, by the way. I turned to the elf to see if he approves.
And and he just gives a thumbs up with like a bat to the eye.
So,
Yes, it's Balrog.
Mr. Balrog, would you accompany us to the voyage to where the Monostone will be taken to?
No, I'll
Or what?
be leading you off towards the town, just a day's away, and you'll be carrying the wagon with you. On the other hand, I'll be riding with Carl here back to Yorndarholt. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
and
but the
then
place
so-
we're heading off to is known as the Town of Thieves. So I'd rather not step on anyone's toes while we're there, and to make sure that I
So
don't.
how could we? I mean, how could we? Is the wagon that like very heavy since we don't have the Brandon with us? How would that work?
Well, it looks like you have four of you here, so I'm pretty sure you can carry that with you.
I see.
You know, just among the four of you, I'm quite certain that you can carry what kind of load you're going to be carrying off towards the town.
Alright, so I guess we try to ride the wagon.
Just as a quick side note, once you head towards Delmirev, you'll be, let's just say, interrogated by the guards. They're quite strict with a few things. So it would be best if you have something to cover up the things that you're carrying.
Uh,
Sorry, who's
so
Delmire? I just returned.
would they inspect inside the wagon, or would they just like overlook the wagon or the contents and stuff?
He kind of points towards the wagon, and you see that the wagon itself does not have any form of covering above it at all. It's just an open wagon. And he kind of turns towards there. He goes, "Well, you're gonna have to figure out how to cover that. Um, well, but that's up to you. Perhaps distract
large
them or
cloth?
something."
Do you have a large cloth we could use to cover the mana stone?
Not exactly. We have sheets we could spare, but
Could we buy those from you?
of course, in fact, you can have them for free. I don't mind, but I'm just saying. Once you get there to the town, they will inspect everything that you have.
Okay, we will keep that in mind. Right. Thank you for the heads up.
Okay. Everyone get on the wagon, and then we can start making our way towards the cave. Pick up your stuff and head off.
Right.
If you don't mind, I'll be sitting with the mana stone.
If you
I
don't,
look at you.
well, everyone will be sitting with the
I-
mana stone. It's just the only
We
place you
don't
can
have the
ride. So
thing. Yeah, we don't have the thing yet. So,
And why would you want to stay with the mana stone, Noros?
Well, if they try to inspect what we have, I have a certain thing I can do to hide both me and that.
And
it's
it's
good
us.
that
I have
Um,
another idea in mind, but we could talk about this on the road. Let's get to move on.
And it's us, Naros, but Sarah trusts you, so I trust you as well.
all right. And as you all start making your way towards the wagon starts carrying you back towards the cave. And before we do that, we BRB.
Hey, we level up.
All right. I did say last time that you guys do level up after that whole situation. So yes, that includes you. Yes. So everyone is now level 9.
Hey, look at that.
So with that, I'm gonna grab BRB time.
pounds total.
18?
Okay,
Oh, it's
18
18.
pounds. Yeah, 18 pounds, and then I don't know how much.
What is
the
pounds in
Edos weigh.
kilos?
Item back. What's happening?
Times 2 point something. I forgot.
I have stabbed myself, and I do not like.
So how big would that
Wait, no,
be?
divided by. Sorry, divided by.
Now,
I don't know.
how
It's
big
not
would that be?
here. 18
How big is it?
pounds.
How big is 18 pounds?
Size and density are different. It could be very dense, so we don't know.
1 kilo is 2.2 pounds.
How dense, by the way, is it?
The thing,
The Mana Stone.
the mana stone is usually the unaspected one is very light, but when it is aspected, that turns different. So that
A one.
entirely
Wait, a
depends.
1 pound stone would be how big? Like the size of a coin?
No, a 1 pound stone would be the size of, let's say, one of those cooler jugs for juice.
That's so big. Okay.
Wait, a 1 pound stone is just a pebble, right?
It is very light for its size, so it's massive.
Okay,
For
okay,
unaspected.
That's pretty big. So it's a good thing we got the wagon. Okay. That's fine. 18 pounds. How many pounds of mana stone do you need, by the way, Edros?
My God, the Mana Stone cartel.
Exactly.
Wait, now how would we hide it
Exactly.
theoretically?
How would you hide
okay.
something this large?
Shove it,
Laros,
shove it up your
idea, right?
ass. Shove it up your ass.
Yeah,
So
bring it
my-
to customs.
Is it light enough to be carried by a person?
Yeah, it's very
18
light
pounds, we
to
need to carry
carry.
18 pounds.
Yeah, if you can carry 18 pounds, then you can carry 18 pounds. But it's
I
large.
have an
and
idea.
So there's a couple of options. We could, okay, 3 actually. We can bribe the guards. We can trick the guards using one of our magic tricks, or we could get a bag of holding.
Magic tricks. Okay, I don't think. Okay, let's go through it one by one. Bag of holding. We do not have
On the like
money
underneath
for
the
bag of
wagon.
holding.
Yes,
We don't.
expensive.
We don't have money for bag of holding. It's probably like 20 gold or 25 gold if you find like a black market something.
Oh, by the way,
Still very expensive.
by the way, we owe 5 gold to the guy bringing us. I already paid my last 5, so
Fine. I'll pay him 5 later.
okay.
Okay, this first one, which was bribe the guards, it's a bit risky since as of now, we also don't have money. The second one, I think it's the best one, the best shot we got so far.
What happens if we fails? We fail.
I guess we just run.
Wait, how much is a bag of holding? How much would it be? Do you think?
Okay, let me go to Lazada.
Just like,
We can check with the local local merchants after we buy the get the mana stone. Let's get the mana stone.
So what would be your idea with the bag of holding?
You just
Probably
put inside the bag
about-
of holding. They can't.
Probably.
So
No,
what
no,
if
no.
they would open it?
No. Wait. How does bag of holding work?
Okay,
I don't know.
a bag of holding looks like a normal bag, right?
yeah, it's pretty much a normal bag, but it has infinite space inside. The problem is if you can't fit something in the the entry point of that bag, it won't fit inside.
That's what she said. What? Okay, a bag
I
of
have
holding
searched.
usually
It's
costs about.
2,500 gold.
Okay.
So
No, wait. We're
How do you know
retrieving an item from the bag. You need to think about the item, right?
Yeah.
You have to like imagine the item so you can retrieve it, or how does it work? How do you
Yes.
like get an item?
Pretty much
if-
as is. Yeah. If you think about it while you're pulling it from within the bag, then it appears in
Think
your hand
about-
and you pull it out.
Think about
So if
bitches.
you don't know that the item is inside, then you can't. Wait, no.
then nothing will come out.
Nothing would come out.
No, the problem is I'm pretty sure if it's a city of thieves, they kind of know already. Like the people are gonna pull out this bullshit, right? Oh, I got a bag of holding. You can't find anything inside, right? So
Why would
No,
you tell it's a bag of
you
holding?
would know that if you don't know what you're pulling out and you still try to pull out something, something will still appear. Like you can keep reaching in and still
Oh,
Like a
grab stuff.
middle
You don't
finger.
know what's going to come out, but you can still grab stuff.
gotcha. Okay, you just have to do the magic then.
Yeah.
No, I think Noros, we
The
need your
first
idea.
the first and third options we don't have money really much to do with. So Noros, what is your idea?
Well, I can make myself invisible, and anything I'm carrying would go invisible along with me.
Could you
Are there
carry
any
all of
ways
it?
to see your invisibility?
But
Could you carry all the 18 pounds?
probably can. It's
Just can you carry the wagon itself and make us all invisible?
No,
Actually,
no.
I'll do you one better. I think that there are people who can see through invisibility. Yes, I'm quite sure that those people exist. There are ways to detect it.
Yeah,
But
but do guards have that ability? Do
you
normal
never know.
guards
It's
have
a
that?
city of thieves. They might have tight security on their borders.
It's a city of thieves. I'm pretty sure there might be no guards.
You never know.
Maybe we should have
You,
asked Yeneleth for the map.
it
Maybe
could
we
be
could
the
have.
it could be the guards are like working for a cartel, or maybe cartel have people set up by the border. There's lot of possibilities. However, I have a proposition.
I
I know the
accept.
spell.
What's the spell?
I cast it.
Where'd he go?
I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it.
Oh, you said you cast it. You
Just
cast it.
Okay, you know what? You know what? No,
Where'd
no.
he go?
You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll cast the spell.
Oh, you did cast it. Are you casting it?
I have to roll. Wait, roll d20 at the end of each turn for the duration of the spell.
Or 11 or higher, you disappear. Okay. Oh, where'd he go? Driver! Stop the carriage.
Actually, as you do that, Aldrin,
Or no?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Every time Cass says actually, it's just.
he's rolling dice.
Oh,
Huh? Oh no.
give me a quick moment.
What did I do? Dude, I just want to show off a cool new spell that I found. Come on, bro.
As you
Oh my
disappear into like the ethereal plane, and you find yourself in this kind of open hall in like the middle of nowhere, basically. You seem to remember this place quite well. It's that same kind of open void where you were when you went down that basement, that cellar, where you found Carmine. And it doesn't feel like it's off in the distance, but you feel like something is watching you while you're here. And in that quick moment as you stay in this place, it feels like an open, like shallow, watery area that you're standing on. It's just a kind of clear plane of nothingness, and then off in the distance, you find two eyes slowly peering down at you. And I'll pull you back to the group.
I don't think Jansen did really much.
Ah, ah,
Oh, he's back.
Right wagon.
that was the worst timing.
I'm fucking trembling right now, by the way.
So, Aldrin,
We heard
Change of plans.
ghost
We're not
music.
doing that. We are not doing that. Let's think of something else. Yes.
We
Aldrin,
heard
Fuck
ghost
just
music.
happened?
what happened?
Uh, just give me a moment to myself. I will have to just give me a moment, please.
Okay. Anyone more?
I'm trembling, by the way. Like like curling up and trembling.
Hey, Aldrin, you need Aldrin,
The
please.
hell?
Just think of something. Didn't you have an idea of something else? We can go with Noro's plan. I don't want to do that again.
Why?
What did you do?
Is teleporting that hard?
Do you think
I
he's?
didn't.
Do you think
I
you're gonna
didn't.
TP again? Cause you still, it's still a duration of 1 minute. You still
Okay,
have to roll it again.
let me explain. I didn't teleport. I transferred myself into the ethereal plane. And when I
Okay.
went there, there was something watching me. I don't know what, but it was there. It was
Your mom.
terrifying. I couldn't do anything. I don't know. I just don't want to go back there.
So, in Elven terms, is it like a sleep paralysis demon?
We don't sleep, no.
No, in Elven terms.
Transparalysis.
Paralysis, yeah.
Trans paralysis demon. Is it like that?
I don't know. It was a. It was a being. I don't know. Can I roll like a history check or like an arcana check or?
Can you try
Can I just
drawing
roll?
it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check, yes.
We've seen. I mean, no, I haven't seen his drawing. Never mind. I won't say that.
Who's that guy? I don't know that guy.
Oh, my history of 8 saved me.
You saw a very smoky figure, and its eyes were basically like flames, like pouring out.
Are you sure it's dangerous? It might have been like, a friend just saying hello.
It was a large smoky figure with
Did it
eyes
threaten you?
that
Did
flame.
it try to attack you?
It watched me.
Okay, that doesn't mean it's hostile against around you.
You might have just been trespassing, you know?
Yeah, you might have just been, maybe he was taking a shit and you just trespassed on his,
I don't know.
privacy.
It felt like it. I don't know.
Have you
It's hard
tried
to
talking to
explain.
it?
No, I just at one moment I was there, the next I'm back here.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can you go back and try talking to it?
No, no, I will
Ah.
not go back in there.
Come
Have
on.
you tried talking with a demon or something?
Yeah, have you tried talking to it? It might have been,
I do not want to go back in there. No, no, no. I'm just like
So you just learned a useless spell then?
I know many spells. It's just I only
I see.
cast certain spells at a time. I have to prepare
I
them.
see. I see. Alright. So the safest plan we got right now is Jozo Invisible Trick.
Who the fuck is Jozo?
I mean Noros. Oh
What is a
god.
juzzle?
What's a Juzzo?
My PTSD.
Tears fall down my face.
You just
Again.
vanish like that.
It's
Like my-
it's been a
Just
long,
vanished.
long road without you by my side.
I have
Nothing,
a really
I don't shed anything. I'm all dried up from crying already.
I have a terrible plan that might or might not work. What if
Go on.
we tie it down the wagon? Some of it down the wagon, I guess.
Do you think the guards are
Would
not
look
gonna,
down?
look down?
No, if it's there's no way that would emit light, right? So, and how tall is the wagon actually? Is it like, is it like a
If you
car or what?
imagine those like old timey, wheels, wooden wheels. Yeah, it's pretty. The underside of that is pretty large, but you can see pretty much everything from standing up.
Ah, never mind.
Well, let's go with Norris's plan. I think it's the most reliable for now.
Well,
So
hopefully
if
they
it
don't have any.
fails,
If it fails, then I guess I'm already
wait,
convicted of a felony. So
I see.
what's the
If
worst
it
that can
fails, I
happen?
can try to blind them and we can make a run for it.
I'm already a criminal. So
Do you have some spells that could probably silence them or make them unable to interact with a certain thing? Probably like no, not silence, like that would stop them from making an alarm, like blowing a trumpet or a whistle or something. Do you have that
Um,
kind of stuff?
I can hold them down. If that's what you're asking.
I can cast a foggy cloud.
I could cast that too. Wow.
Why is fog cloud base kit?
I can
That's
cast.
not.
I know I know magic. I know some elven magic myself.
As you say that, the cart comes to a full stop. All right, we're here by the caverns. Time to pick up what you need.
All right, Aldrin,
Right,
stop your
you guys
PTSD.
decide your course of action. I will go inside.
I'm gonna stake out here. I'm gonna stay here and take care of Carl.
Actually, Edros, could you come with me? I am not very strong. I think it's better
Um,
if you
uh,
mind it.
okay, then Noros and Sarah, you can take care of
Catch
Carl.
up.
Yes, catch up or something since you know each other so well.
Catch up, catch up. Have a little conversation. Take care of Carl. Don't let Carl be hurt.
No, I think it's the. Oh God, I forgot the name of the driver.
Barrel
It's the driver's.
It's
proposition again.
Balrog. It's not
No,
Balrog.
Balrog.
it's Balrog's task to take care of Carl.
Oh, no,
Every time
no,
you
but
say Balrog, he just gives you like a thumbs up.
I see.
okay, Is it Balrog or Balrig? It's Balrig
No,
on
it's
my
Balrog.
notes.
No,
You,
it's Balrog is thumbsing up, so it's a Balrog,
I
right?
say Balrog. I only remember Balrog. So you guys also he has not introduced himself to you guys, so you only know Balrog.
Yeah, fine,
Yep.
Balrog. Okay, Balrog, do you know how to fight? Do you know? Can you defend Carl?
Oh, trust me, he
Where's
just
the
kind of pats Carl on the head. He can fight. This big one can fight.
No?
Okay,
Can you fight?
I can mount him and perhaps fight as well, but I'm not really a fighter as I'm
okay.
a farmer.
Then
It's
me and
fine.
Aldrin shall be off in the caverns.
Right,
Carl,
Selected.
Carl, yip yip. Then we go.
He just flies away. But yeah.
Carl's fat.
Shut up! We're not talking about that again.
No, the memories.
Shut up!
Okay.
All right.
Don't talk about that.
You start making your way inside the cave, and yeah, you see Aldrin. You see the same people that you've seen before. Only this time, it seems as though most of them has stopped mining in the cave and have made their way slowly out. Um, carrying large chunks of ice and stone, whatnot, from the cave itself, going outside. And they see some of you, and they kind of give you a quick nod. Some of them still call you as Winter Wolf Warrior, but seeing as you don't have that Winter Wolf cloak anymore, they feel kind. You see their awkward kind of expression when they do it.
Just call me the patched wolf warrior. I don't know.
And
The winter cub.
they just like give you a thumbs up as they bring more stones outside, and you go deeper into the cave where you find the elf that you were talking to earlier.
I
And
gesture towards him.
Mhm.
Carpel.
he turns towards you very quickly, gives you a quick nod. Ah, yes, you came here just in time. We were about to blow this place to smithereens.
Oh, thank the gods I was in time. Here are the papers from Yelena herself.
He
Hand over documents.
quickly grabs it, begins reading it for a quick moment. Folds it and puts it in his pocket, and picks up this pickaxe right beside him, and slowly puts it, just kind of carries it and like throws it right beside you. And it just kind of flops on the floor, and you see that the pickaxe itself looks very much so like ice.
Is it cold?
So this is the ice metal pickaxe that I heard of.
Yes. Be careful not to touch the ice metal itself.
Oh.
It's
I
quite
was about to
difficult.
touch it.
Quite difficult to remove that. It causes a disease to most.
Ah, well, I won't be the one holding it. Edros, smile.
Fine, I'll pick it up with. What? Wait. Do I have gloves? I do not have gloves. Um, I'll just pick it up.
Your fishy
way-
palm.
Yeah, my wet, fleshy,
Mm.
dumpy fin.
Yo.
All right. You pick it up by the handle and you feel that it's heavy. It's very heavy, like top side heavy.
Mm. Aldrin, where do we go now?
Well, I guess you mine the mana stone, or are you done?
I'm done. I just pick it up.
You're done.
I'm not done. I just picked up the pickaxe. Where do you want me to mine?
Oh, just find the mana stone over there, and I'm pretty sure it's a. Let's look around. Let's find some chunks.
Let's find a huge chunk. Maybe we can find some, I don't know, gold or something.
A huge chunk.
You start playing Minecraft. Oh, there's some coal here. We need some torches.
Let's go to Y11. Let's go to Y11.
You like strip mine. Yeah, but this massive cave, you've already been here before. You've seen where the mana stone chunks were. And yeah, you pretty much pick up that ice metal pick, and you don't need to roll for this.
I know
But
this
yeah,
area.
Edros, you start chunking away at large bits here, and you're able to break apart like enough to be 20 pounds worth. Just large
Yeah.
chunks of these mana stone crystals.
So to clarify, 10 is for the client, 3 is for me, 5 is for Sarah. Noros didn't say anything. And how much do you need? We have 2 to spare right now.
I guess we have 2 left, and is that enough for a magic weapon then?
No, a typical magic weapon. If you wanted head to toe with made out of mana stone.
No,
you
just
need 10.
magic weapon, not magic armor.
Yeah, you need 10.
10 for one magic weapon.
Yes, unless you're making something like a spear, where the tip of the spear would only be like 3 pounds. Mine or a dagger. But if it's a normal weapon, that'd be 10 pounds. You might have to do a bit of mining.
I'll mine like 10 pounds more. I know 8 pounds more.
You can do 10. Maybe we'll have a couple of extra just in case.
I'll do 10 pounds more.
Roll me a d8.
Wait, before you do it. Wait, let me see if I can use this. Oh no, it's not an ability check. Never mind.
What you do Flash of Genius, and it's like
Yeah.
my Fortnite. I know where to. where
Turns
to
on
enter the
X-ray
pickaxe.
texture pack.
Give me a 1. Oh,
You get that much plus 2, so you get exactly 10 more pounds of mana stone crystal before the pickaxe starts to chip away.
well, the durability of this pickaxe is kind of wearing down, and
We have more than enough now, which is perfect.
I have mined. Wait, mana stone chunk or just mana stone?
You
Or
mind
just
13 total, by the way.
mana stone chunk, right? Or just mana stone? Okay.
Just- Same
Just-
thing.
Yeah, just put it down as mana stone. You have 30 pounds of mana stone.
I got 30 pounds of
Raw
mana
mana
stone.
stone.
Okay, I just put raw mana stone. I'll just put. I
Gotta
have
put it in the furnace.
I have a mana stone of 5. Now I have 30 pounds of mana stone, and I am still not encumbered. Fuckers.
You are fucking huge.
Tanky.
giant, terrain by giant. Poggers.
Right, I believe that is everything. You can go back to the carriage. I'll return the pickaxe to Mr. Carp.
Do you think you can carry this pickaxe? It's quite heavy.
Can I try?
I'll give it to him.
And
Okay,
you
grab
reach
it.
out. What's your strength score?
A 9, I think.
When he like gives you the pick, you see him kind of struggling on his own. When you reach out, it's like top heavy. Your entire body just falls to the floor, and it like the pickaxe like bonks down onto the stone below you, and you get pulled straight down.
Question. Just
You are
question,
not
by the way.
worthy.
Is the god of the forge Kurva or Kuvra?
It's Kuvra.
Okay, because Kurva is a cuss word in
I know it is.
in Polish.
Curva.
Yeah, Kurva, ja pierdolę. So
Okay, I help Aldrin. I get I pick up the pickaxe again. See,
no, no,
I
no.
don't.
Wait, no, I can handle it. Kufra, give me strength. And I start saying the prayer that I read earlier on the from the dude,
Mm-hmm.
the one that I got from the
And
merchant.
and yeah, you try and pick that up. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Ah, perfect. Time for my flash of genius.
His head expands. Nice.
You know where to hold the pickaxe, so
Plus
it will be
4.
much easier to
Strength check, right?
hold.
Yep.
Yeah, strength check. 7.
11. It's
Oh,
11. It's 11.
11. Yeah, you're able to carry it. It's still pretty heavy though, like top heavy, and you can seemingly carry it enough.
so heavy. Do you need help?
No, I can handle this. You can go on ahead.
I see him struggling. You know what? I'll just follow you around. I think you might be.
No, 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 I'm
No.
fine. I'm perfectly fine. You can go. Just
Okay, Okay, you know what? Take a step. Take a step right
I
now.
try to take a step.
Right now, take a step.
And it's just it's like that Newt Newt meme. It's like, "Oh." You take a step is the heaviest step known to man for you. It's like being on the moon.
Huh?
I have been given harder trials before, and I just tried dragging myself with it.
You know what? You know what? I trust you. I, hmm. I still have my doubts. You know what? Take take like 5 steps, and I'll leave.
Right. I'll take 5 steps.
And each time you get more tired the more you continue moving forward. That thing is heavy.
I just drop it, fall on my knees. I I cannot. It is too heavy for me.
What? Yeah, this is a good chance to train your muscles. Do you want me to help? Okay, last question. Do you want me to help you, or do you want to do it on your own?
You know what? I think we're burning daylight at this point. It's better if you just do it. I will train my strength for another time.
Are you not gonna talk to the guy? I'm not acquainted with him. To
Yes,
return the
yes.
pickaxe.
Let's go to Carpet.
And I pick up the the pickaxe with much ease.
Yeah, it's easier compared to what he's been doing for the past few minutes.
You
Um,
you lift it, and I look at my muscles.
Wait, you do have muscles in your picture.
Yep, I have muscles, but they're all fat. It's just perfectly placed fat, so it looks like it's muscle.
Oh, in my onesie, you can't see my muscles, but I'm actually super duper buff.
like the veins are popping out, but he has a onesie, so no one can see.
Opposite for Aldrin.
Virgin High Elf versus Giga Chad Fishman.
Right.
I pick it up and I will walk.
And yeah, you make your way back towards Carpel, who seems to be at the point of like ordering the remaining elves out of the cave. Soon as you come up to him, he kind of turns around. Oh, good, you're back. It's time to make our way out.
Yes, yes. The pickaxe is a is a is a
Yes, it is quite a heavy thing. Leave it on the floor, please. We won't be needing that.
Right.
By the by, you are a high elf, yes?
He kind of turns towards you, and you note his copper skin. He is no high elf.
What sort of elf are you, if I may ask?
Well, I used to be part of the tribes down south. I am a wood elf.
If I may ask, how did you get so strong?
Back there, many of us were hunters and gatherers. We had to be strong, otherwise we died to the forest down south.
I
That's
see.
essentially just what happens.
Well, I guess when you live a life like that, you do become quite strong. Very well. I will take my leave. Thank you for all your help. Truly, it's been of great assistance.
And he kind of gives you a nod as he also makes his way out. And as soon as all of you are kind of out and you make your way back towards the wagon with as much as you can carry. How much total do you bring, by the way? It's like 30, right?
30.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have all of that. It's basically like you're carrying two you know those gallons of water.
Oh God.
Yeah, 2 gallons of water, one on the left, one on the right. That's worth 30 pounds. It's just that big, and you make your way back towards the cart and you put it down, and you see that it starts to kind of weigh the cart down a bit as you put it on. And when
Okay.
you finally start making your way over and you know get on the ride, right behind you you hear a large explosion, just poof, and things like breaking down, stone falling apart, and you see that entire place gets snowed over as the cart makes its leave and away to the next town you go, the town of thieves.
Okay. Nice.
Oh no.
Type this.
Now this is the question. The town of thieves is about a week away of travel. Do you have that much rations on you?
And that's where my new spell comes in handy.
Oh, create food and water?
Yes. I don't want to do the secretary shit anymore, so I'm creating it.
It is just 24 hours, so you like
Yeah, every day I use one
every
spell
other
slot.
day you could do that
Okay, good.
because you do need to. Wait, how many spell slots of that do you have?
It's 2 spell slots on the third level. I only need to use one for one day, and then we take a long rest. It refreshes. So I basically just use one third level spell slot per day.
All right, yeah. So every time you need food and water, you just snap your fingers and appears in front of you pounds of like stale bread.
Bro.
Because it's not anything
Uh,
good when you just make it out of magic. It's just straight
Yep.
up like anything
David,
that you could reach and grab and eat and provide you sustenance for the day. It's not good at all. But yeah, you basically take care of as much food and water as you can as you pass through and head towards the next town, the town of thieves.
I have now. As I see that thing, magic thing, I have a bad and a good idea that might or might not work. Once again,
Go
we
ahead.
do the we do the Jozo thing. He carries it,
Just go again.
invisible thing. I mean, Noros. Noros will do the invisible thing. What if Aldrin, with your magic, you could make him levitate or something?
I could,
Hmm?
but I would have to
Oh,
control him, and I can't see him if he's invisible.
Oh.
Oh wait,
It's not
really?
like he can choose where he moves. I am the one who decides where he
Hmm.
moves.
What if we put some kind of like indicator in his while he's invisible, but not that visible indicator, but
I
you could see it or something? Could you still do the thing?
I don't know, but I could offer another proposition. What we could do is me and Noros go in first. You, Edros, and Edros go in later. I will use Alter Self to change my appearance. I can act as a wandering trader. I will use Create Food and Water to look like I'm selling this to the masses on my wagon. And in the meantime, Noros can sneak in by himself.
But question: would does your magic thing have a weight in it on it or something?
The food and water, yes,
Oh,
it
45
is
pounds.
literal food and water.
But if you create 45 and he has 30, won't that stop the wagon itself entirely?
I don't think so. Do you know that a typical person would be at least 100 pounds in weight? It
What's
is actually,
happening?
it's
I
not
dozed off
even,
a bit.
it's not even the weight of a
Mm.
person, so it's not that bad. If you two of you are leaving, not
Ah,
if
yeah.
you're going to follow out later, then it's more than enough.
Question: would it occupy the space that Noros is sitting in? Your magic.
That I don't know.
Hmm.
We can make it so that I put space for Noros. Uh, yeah, we could I could put space for Noros, and we'll put the food in one area and then
So
make it be the red herring of sorts.
could he be like in the very corner and then you just cover him with food and water. That way, if they still have true sight or something,
Oh, we
he
could do
would be
that as well. Yes.
he
Noros,
could
are
be
you
obscured by
fine
the
being
food and water.
fine being covered with stale bread?
Honestly, I don't mind. Just bread.
Very well. Bread it is. We'll cover you with bread. We'll go to the town and wait. No, if they open the stack, it will reveal that there is an empty pile of nothingness inside. They will be questioning it. Maybe we leave Noros on the side of the pile.
No, Ross, could you make the only thing that you're holding invisible and not yourself?
Nope. It has to be things I'm carrying, and I go invisible with it.
Hmm.
Just if the guards look like they're about to approach you, try scooting a bit so they don't touch you. And other than that, we should be fine.
Right?
Right?
What if you
So,
purposefully make the food fall that way they can't really identify the space that's invisible or something?
oh, no, don't worry. We can improvise. I believe Mr. Noros here is good at performance. So
So, how would we enter me and Andros without any purpose in the teams?
you can just say you're looking for passage away from the Everfrost
But why would we go there instead of Gilmore?
because you're already there.
Hmm. What if we just go with you while you go into the wagon and we're just gonna say that we're protecting the wagon and stuff. We're hired adventurers.
The reason why
Hired.
I do this is because if I alter self and the Noros is invisible, in case something goes bad, none of us can be incriminated. If you
Hmm.
two are with us, then if anything goes bad, the two of you would be incriminated.
I could disguise self actually. I don't know about Andros.
I think it's best if the two of you stay behind in case something happens. It's best to. I don't think
Alright.
Andros should be left alone.
So what's the sign that we can go in safely without any
Just go
trouble,
in a
man?
couple of hours after. You can meet us at hmm. Just find one of the taverns, maybe one of the nearer ones to the
Wait,
entrance.
we're going here because you have a connection here, right? So do we just look
Yes.
for that person? What's he look
Sure,
like?
it's by the southern ports. Yes.
Who are we looking for specifically?
We are looking for a dragonborn. He actually goes by a couple of names. I do know two of them. It is Arjan and Barastar. Those are two of his names.
Wait,
I'm not sure if those names are not something you're allowed to mention. So just look for any suspicious dragonborn or look for us. We would be in the ports as well by that time.
alright. Arjan and Balastars.
Yes, yes.
Alright. So in a few hours, Edros and me will enter. Sure, sure.
Yes,
Got it.
yes. All right. All right.
All right. And as a few days worth of travel continues on, time to do some rolls.
Encounter time.
Oh, encounter.
Can we get more magic items?
All right.
On the fourth day during your travel, your entire cart comes to a complete halt, and you hear the large Brandon start to huff. In front on the road, there seems to be a wounded creature. A small rabbit like creature with a very tall horn, almost like a unicorn's horn or a narwhal's horn. You don't exactly know what that is, but you hear the driver up front kind of call back. Oh, damn. Um, we have a situation. There's an Almirage on the road.
Wait.
Wait, is that
Is
an
that, is
animal?
that is that one of those bunnies?
Exactly, yes.
I knew it. I remember that. Okay.
What's a bunny? Anyways, so how big is this mystical creature?
It is quite small, but it's the size of like a large human's head, basically.
Since
Question.
it's up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I knew about the Almarash or know about Almarash.
You, your character wouldn't know much about the creature itself, because it's indigenous to this region of the world.
And my other character would know, and I even know how to feed it.
But you see that it's on the middle of the road and it doesn't seem to be moving. It has a large wound gash from across its near its eye. Its entire right eye has been torn out, all the way down to its right shoulder, where currently it seems to be like lying on its left side, and it looks bad.
I'm paying it no mind because I don't know.
Do we see any tracks aside from the bunny near the bunny or something?
Go ahead and make
Do
me
we
a
see
survival
something?
check.
Ooh, there it goes. Right.
As you look around to the creature, you see that its wounds seem to be coming from the front of its eye, and it has made a blood trail all the way towards the forest to your right hand side, right beside the main road. And whatever did this to the creature seems to be in that specific direction.
Uh, how is this thing alive, or is it barely breathing or something?
It's still alive, but it's barely breathing.
Praying to
Alive,
God
but
that
it's
he don't
barely
believe.
breathing.
Could I feel? I have Joso within me.
Oh,
So I would ask it. I guess what happened or what attacked you?
You watch as the creature basically turns towards the forest, and you you it doesn't seem to speak. It doesn't have the ability to speak, but it seems to be gesturing towards the forest.
Test. Hello?
Oh, hello,
Hello.
Vaedanys.
Hello.
Oh,
You're here.
finally. Goodness. I'm using mobile data right now.
Mm, gesture.
Alright.
So could I ask it to blink or something? Oh, it can't, right? Oh yes. Oh, no.
It has
Could you
one
like
eye, left eye still, but it's like
uh
lying down on its left side, so you can't see that part.
could I turn him down? Turn him no, no, like could he move his arms? Could I ask him to probably gesture something? Like probably twitch or something.
And yeah, you see it kind of twitch for a quick moment, like it's just shaking
Uh,
its entire body as much as it can, but the wounds are still flowing from his. Uh, yeah,
I,
the blood is still flowing from his wounds.
could I do this? Pew. Uh, how does how does how does
Oh yeah, you go ahead and roll for how much hit points you're going to be healing this creature.
it's 1D. Wait, I don't know how. Ah, here. Wait, it's 7.
sharpshooter.
You shoot it. Oh god. But yeah, you turn around and you get off of the cart, and the moment you reach out towards it with your spell, you see its wounds slowly close, but the pain from its eye still remains. It looks like it's still blinded, but the wounds are gone at the very least. But
You
then
see
turns towards
how
you, kind of starts standing now, and gives you almost like snuggles you like a small dog.
Hey,
hey, I have a
familiar.
pet. I now have a pet. So is he okay in a way? Aside from his eye, is he like healthy or something? Or
Yeah, he looks
can he
pretty as
can
healthy as this creature could be.
can he now talk? Question mark. or still no?
You understand that some creatures can communicate, but they don't. They don't have. Some creatures don't have the ability to speak itself.
I
So
see.
like gestures could be their main thing.
Mm. So I guess it's just probably with me, and I think so. I'm just gonna ask. He could reply body gesture. Do you advise us to avoid the forest?
And he gives you a quick nod. He just nods
So
up and down, and you see this kind of narwhal tip on his head just kind of almost hit your eye every single time.
I'm gonna ask. Do you have a family?
Do you have a
Um,
family? Such a question.
It's, it's,
I have a brother.
do you have a home to go back to or something? Because if not, I could take you with us. I don't know.
it just kind of shakes its head. With your first question, like shakes head no. The second question, he happily seems to nod up and down.
Hey.
So guess is our companion now or something?
Ah,
So yeah,
yes.
are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy? First question.
Shakes head no.
A
It's a
woman.
girl. Hmm. What's her name then? It's not. I was supposed to name it Jules or something.
Tara too.
You're Sarah too. No, 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 no. You're Cassie. Your name is Cassie now. Are you fine with it?
Serotonin. And yeah,
Are you
the
fine with
creature seems to. The creature just seems to like nod and snuggles up around you and kind of follows you around.
I'm gonna learn more about this creature as we travel, and we avoid the forest. I'm gonna relay that to the party. I guess. Try to avoid the forest, if possible. So,
Alright. And now you have with you this small creature. I'll put this in your character sheet area.
Just in my pocket.
Poggers.
it's my emergency food.
Paimon.
My goodness.
Can name it Paimon or something?
My
No, it's
my
the name is Cassie or something.
Cassidy. Cass.
Ayo.
It's the thing. It's the thing that
Can
the
name it
other
Cass.
thing.
If you name it Cassidy, I'll call it Cass.
Sure.
Oh, Cass, you're so cute today.
Ayo.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Alright. I'll put down the stats for him later. But yeah, you see as this creature just kind of hops on your shoulder and stays there for a quick moment. It gives you a bit of warmth,
Ooh,
actually.
dinner.
Mm. Kinilaw.
It's not a fish. Ayo.
See, you're looking at me, Kinila.
Alright. And yeah, that's pretty much all that you encounter during your small days of like making your way towards. Uh,
I'll
mhm.
on our like on during the trip I'll probably learn about try to ask something about this creature like what habitats could he survive on, food, can't eat, or basic stuff. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And I'll give you a like a quick list of what it. Send me like a list of questions that you might ask it, and I'll just
I
answer it with yes or no's, because that's
I
basically
I,
as much as it can.
I see.
All right.
I said
And yeah, as you make your way towards Delmirev, the town of thieves, you finally see it across the distance, a large wooden structure. Walls that surround the entire port side area, it seems, and several medium-sized ships right across the docks. It seems as though there are several people as well making their way on towards the ships and leaving for somewhere else. There also seems to be a large kind of painting on the walls themselves. The painting the painting of an eagle, a green eagle with several leaves around it. A few of you might know what it is. Specifically, the elves of this group. You know this to be the banner and the symbol of the Imovar Empire.
Would I know because I was raised by dwarves?
Yes, you would, because you came from there.
Okay.
You came from the Imovar Empire as well. No, actually, Edros would know that. Yeah, so basically, this entire group would know that this is the banner and the symbol of the Imovar Empire, because that's where you guys were when you met up in the Compass and Atlas kind of area. And as the gates slowly open, you see as two guards begin to make their way off towards you. One with a very
Wait.
large halberd.
Before
No,
that,
no, no, rather.
uh,
Um,
we're
yeah.
not supposed to be dropped off like by Balrog first.
Oh, I just kind of skipped that part, but yeah, we can go for that.
Oh yeah, because we need to leave Edros and Sarah behind.
All right. Then yeah, let's just retcon that quick bit, and we go back towards where you were dropped off by Balrog, as he quickly hops on his large mount and heads back to Yorndar Holt, leaving you with a wagon and your small group.
All right, Noros, how long does your invisibility spell last?
Well, a minute each, but I can do it 3 times.
That would be quite short. We do have the cloths, right? Hide behind the cloth until we reach close to the entrance, and then go invisible afterwards.
All right.
And
Oh
uh,
shit.
wait, can I give me a moment? Can I try pulling the cart with Noros on it and like Adros and Sarah like not on it? See if I can actually do it.
I don't think you can push it. Do you want me to push it instead?
No, we're being left behind, so it's only him that should
Ah.
carry.
Because that way, in case something bad happens, they won't know it's you.
With your strength score, you cannot.
I have flash of genius. I have flash of genius.
You might be a genius,
So
but I don't think you're
it's
strong.
you can push, drag, lift, strength score times 30. So what's you have 9, 9 times 30,
270.
270. So on the wagon itself, there's the Mana Stone
75,
and Noros.
75.
How
It's
heavy
75.
is Noros?
No, 75 plus Noros.
Yeah, because 30 for the 75, 227.
How much can you carry again?
270. Oh,
No,
no, no.
my
It
carrying
can't.
weight.
It can't.
Your
I'm
carry
carrying
is
93 right now, so I can't.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
you can't carry it with Noros on there, including his equipment as well.
Very well. I guess we can all go together. Edros will have to carry it, and Sarah, you can go invisible if you want. Or invisible.
What?
You can change. You can disguise yourself if you want.
Yeah, I could disguise myself.
Very
well.
well. Let's go then. Edros, you bring the wagon. Are you able to shapeshift by any chance, Edros?
Um. No. For what?
Uh, the reason we're trying to hide their identities is in the event that something goes wrong, we can ditch our current identities and go back to normal or something to that effect. But since you can't hide yourself,
I'm a
I guess
fish,
you're on your
so
own.
yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
you will stand out.
One, I
Uh,
can also, just go underwater.
True. Okay. I guess that's sorted then. We can go. Give me a moment. I would like to pamper up real quick, and I cast the alter self.
All right, and what do you turn into?
I turn into my half elf persona.
I see.
Persona.
All right.
5 coming to the PC on October 2022.
And where he dropped you off, by the way, would be a days away from
Oh,
from the city. So you still have 1 day of reaching there, and then at that point you can transform.
oh, okay. Back before I transform, I'm just like, oh, never mind.
All right. Yeah, and I'll just say that you guys make your way there, and
Guy.
you camp along. When it comes to night, and in the morning you get there like around early morning, around 10 in the morning, and
Nice.
you see the same things that I described earlier. The banner and two guards making their way off towards you as soon as they see you.
So we're just walking in. I guess Edros is just pulling the cart. Noros can start going invisible, and me and Sarah will appear inconspicuous. Actually, what does Sarah look like?
Yeah, Sarah, what do you disguise yourself into? Sarah?
I would have a short hair like on my like how do you call the hair, dude? I don't know.
Boy
Like
cut.
Kali, the other hair of Kali, the short one with brown hair, and I'm gonna show my headband, then showing my forehead or something with the head. Do you get it?
All
Do
right.
you get it?
Like
Okay.
a
That
yeah,
is
yeah,
me.
yeah. That is
Yeah,
you.
and you slowly make your way in when the guards stop you for a quick inspection, as they would call it. Halt! Do you have
I
any?
Yeah.
Do you
What?
have any documents regarding what you're carrying?
I vanish.
Do you mean about the food and water we have here?
Food and water from where do you hail from?
It's from the Everfrost. You wouldn't know it. It's a really small hamlet.
If it's from the Everfrost, then we would know it. This is the Everfrost still, after all.
Well, it's where is you? We're from York, I hope.
Food shipment from Yornderholt. So this is, I assume, wheat, barley.
No, we're not doing one of those regular shipments. We're just merchants trying to sell our own goods. Yeah.
Can we have a look at those goods?
Go ahead. It's not like you like it or anything, but if you want it, you can just take a look.
And they quickly kind of turn towards the backhand end of the cart and start lifting those sheets up. And what do they see, Aldrin?
Is just a bunch of bread and water, mostly bread.
Stale bread and water. How many pounds worth is this
About 4 or 5.
each?
Total. It's not like each piece of bread weighs like a stone. It's just
And you watch him kind of write things down. 45 pounds of stale cold bread. And as for water, how many gallons worth?
It's about, I don't know, just water.
Quick estimate, what can you give us?
Yeah, how much will it last for like a day?
Alright. Days worth of water. Can we please have your names? Is this your entire group? 3 of you?
Yep, it's the fish man over there. My lady friend over there is. My name, by the way, is Jozo.
Oh, that's a strange name for an elf. Just so.
I'm a half elf. To be clear, people half elf get some pretty weird names sometimes.
Understood.
Lucy.
Lucy for the other elf. And for the fishman.
Eds.
Eds.
I thought your name was Tails. Sorry.
Yeah, you make that joke like literally every day, old man.
Well.
Who might be the leader of this small group?
Well, I'd say it's me, but nobody really listens to me.
I don't really have much of a leader.
He quickly, like, you see him kind of just mark a check on your name. And what are the purpose of the other two companions that you have?
They're just gonna help me find a place to sell these.
No, we're just escorting this man.
Mr. Ed's over here is the bronze, as it were. Yeah, I'm too old for me to bring things around, you know.
Are you a native of the Everfrost?
No, we moved there.
From where?
It was actually back down the Empire.
From Jasper.
Excuse me, can you say that again?
From Jasper. I can't say it. That town, down south. Jasper. I can't say it. Something Jasper.
Jasper
We
Gulch
are
is quite far from here, you know this. This is...
we, we are acquainted with Yenner.
Ah yes, Yelneth of Yornderholt. So I will write this down as a daily shipment of food from there. Merchants, traders, I assume.
Yep.
You will have 3 days here in Delmavar, and you can have this with you. Take this. You watch him just pull up the entire paper and just kind of hand it to you. If anyone asks regarding your current situation, tell them that you're merchants and you have been given a pass.
Oh, that's very nice of you, thank you.
If, however, you are found without a pass, you understand what happens here in Delmarev.
No, we did not. What happened here?
You'll be taken for a quick spin in the dungeons.
Is there loot in the dungeons?
May I ask what are the limitations of this pass or the privileges of this pass?
With the limitations of this pass, you are not allowed to head into the docks. You're only allowed in the center square where you can trade.
Could this pass grant us access to inns or places we can
Yes, this pass will allow you will grant you access within the main square, where the inns are, all of the requirements for trading, of course.
Aside from the docks, are there any places that we can't go?
He just kind of turns towards this other guard, just shakes their head. No, the docks are the only place that you're not allowed to go as traders.
Let's see. Thank you.
That makes things easier then.
Uh,
So you don't have to memorize. It's just the docks, right? That's the docks, right?
Just the docks. Anywhere
Alright.
close towards the docks, with that pass,
Don't
you're not
worry.
allowed to come through.
Don't worry, won't be near there. Anyways.
Right, yep. You'll see us in the town square tomorrow, probably.
Come
Okay.
now.
Come inside. You watch them kind of
Thank you.
open the gates.
Could you tell us where the nearby inn is to rest?
Just continue on down the road. You'll find that main square is already there.
Great. Alright, thank you.
Right?
And
Make
as
it
soon
in.
as the gates open, on the other side you find a whole host of people. Put your tokens down here, if you would please.
Oh my.
There's a lot of people. Come with us, don't be with the crowd.
And Noros, you can also put down your token as you are currently in the wagon invisible.
Alright.
As you make your way around, you see them all seemingly kind of kneel on on the kind of ground they're on. And in front of them, a very familiar face. Lacking his staff, of course, but you can hear him begin to speak an almost kind of sermon.
God, it's him again.
And as he begins to speak and tell these people, he begins to kind of say a few prayers and whatnot. When he turns his attention quickly towards the corner as you're coming around, and he sees two familiar faces, or rather, one familiar face. And he quickly stops the entire sermon as people begin to move away from the whole situation, doing their own thing, where Greymore begins to move towards you guys. Ah, Fishman. I remember seeing you a long time ago. How has it been?
Sir Greymore? Well, things have been rough. Remember the lizard that you resurrected?
Yes, I remember the fellow quite fondly.
Well, it appears that he couldn't escape the fate of death.
That is quite unfortunate. But that is something that we'll have to speak about. What are your friends here? Who are they? I don't remember seeing these fellows with you before.
Okay, out of character. Out of character.
Mhm.
Does he not remember Sarah?
Sarah is what is, by the way,
Oh
is
yeah. Oh, it's in.
mm,
Oh yeah. It's just me. I did not. I'm not on this guy. Well,
I messaged you, by the way.
yeah. Um. Well, these three are my current companions for now. Uh. Well, what are you doing here in this town exactly?
Let's just say I had an awful premonition of things to come. This may not be the perfect time for you to be here.
Can you share us what those formations are?
Before we catch up, we need to go. The food will get spoiled pretty soon. The carriage we're carrying might go bad. You know what I'm saying? It's, like winking really badly right now. Like,
Well,
we need to go. Yes.
how would you like to come with us? Let's to catch up with things.
Well, of
Let's go.
course.
Let's go.
Have a
Stale
little
bread won't
drink.
wait for anyone.
Yes. Thank you.
And yeah,
Yes.
he gives you a quick nod as he begins to follow you off towards, well, not really follow, he's like leading you off towards the closest place. Uh, he tells you of the small adventure that he's had. After you split, he began to head west off towards this place where he found himself. Lots of people here were doing a few trades and whatnot. And he begins to note that the other day he felt something strange come by. Like a strange surge of magic flow through. Hence, he found himself within this town once more to warn the people. But they don't seem to listen as much.
Hey.
By the way, how is Noro still invisible? I'm trying to like bring the carriage in as fast as possible so he stays invisible.
Yeah, Norus is still invisible. And as you watch him kind of pull you across towards this um, large building back here, and he tells you that this will be the inn back here.
Right. Let me just. Just walk in real quick. All right. Could I get a room for 4?
Yeah, as you quickly enter, and you find the innkeeper there, a large kind of burly man, large balding burly man. He kind of turns off towards you. Room for 4, that'd be 2 silver each.
Some have a gold. A gold.
I'll give you 10 silver. Don't worry about it. Would you like a room, Mr. Gramer?
He quickly shakes his head. No, I already have a room here for the
Right.
quick
I
moment.
yoink the I yoink
I'll
the
give
silver
8 silver. I'll give 8 silver.
Yep, I yoink it.
Here it is. Can we go now? I really need to. We need to use the toiletries.
And yeah,
You know how it is.
quickly you find yourself inside the inn, and there
There's a cat.
It's a cat. This inn seems awfully familiar.
Yep.
Yeah.
In image PNG.
I remember you, Claire, from here.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the other party from here.
Yeah, as you make your way inside and just quickly get some rooms for the entire group. With the wagon, where are you going to place that wagon?
Actually,
Could one of you stay with the wagon? I need to escort the goods, wink, wink, into the room. You know.
Goodness.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is there a place where we could put away the wagon? I would ask the innkeeper or something.
He simply
Why-
tells you
why
to
do you
put
do
it
that?
out back.
While you do that, I'm gonna go to the room right now. If anyone could come along with me, wink, wink.
Well, okay then. Goodness.
I guess
forgot-
I could come along.
Yeah, you go with them. I'll
I
stay with.
just I run to the room and open the door, gesturing for whatever invisible persona to enter.
Norris is gonna hop off the carriage, hopefully not make it shake while I'm, standing up and all that. And try to enter.
Yes, me and Gray,
We're
Mr.
pretending
Graham are
to-
watching the
Alright.
thing.
All right. As you quickly jump off with the large crystals in hand, and you make your way inside and start following Aldrin. You make your way towards your rooms, and as you slowly make your way there, there's a large window that you can peer outside. Aldrin and Noros, make me a perception check.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wait, I'm going with them, right?
Oh, then with Sarah as well.
Let me always advantage toggle. Normal.
Normal.
Perception.
Abnormal.
Noros, you would be the first to see this soon thereafter when you enter the room. Outside the window, you see this red mist begin to roll through. That is where we end our session for today.
Wait, what do you see? Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Red, mist.
Red mist. Oh my god.
Yes, that is where we end our session for today, where next time we pick up with what's happening with this red mist.
I didn't get to catch up with Mr. Graymar.
Yes. With that, I hope you guys had fun. It's
We
pretty
level up?
much, it was pretty much just a roleplay session, it seems as though, for this time around. But
Norris
yeah,
introduction.
Noros introduction
Yeah,
as well.
We are not ready to deal with death.
But yeah, as you come into the town of Delmirev, the town of thieves, who knows what might happen here? But hopefully it's not as bad as Galemore.
I actually got blink for situations like what happened in Gilmore. If I'm like trapped or anything, I can use it to get out.
You're right. But yes, with that blink, Aldrin, you best be careful.
Yeah, I'm
With
only using
that-
it for last resorts.
Yeah,
My
with that
God, dude, what
being
was that?
said, that is where we end our session for today. I hope you guys had fun. I will see you guys next week where we continue with session 19.
Yeah.
With that, goodbye, everyone.
Jelly.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Johnny.